Visiting Hours is one of the dozens of Canadian slashers from the late 70s and early 80s. It stars William Shatner and Michael Ironside. Hell yes. It also stars four-time Oscar nominee and one-time winner Lee Grant as a journalist who editorializes about violence, which angers the station's janitor. As it turns out, he's pro-violence, seeing as he's a demented serial killer and all. He attacks Grant one night in her home, but she escapes. He then sets out to finish the job at the hospital. He proves to be a pretty inept serial killer, however, as he gets distracted from his original target by going after a nurse. Then he gets distracted from her as he manages to kill some other old lady, a different nurse, a random woman, a dude. Eventually, he tries to get back on track. Visiting Hours is not good. This is the second time I've given it a chance, and each time when the third act rolls around, I'm just completely disinterested. Shatner, who doesn't figure into the plot at all, seems to be here just to help out his fellow Canadians. Ironside doesn't get to say much, which is a shame because one of the most menacing things about him is his voice. Instead, he's just sweaty and disheveled. And Lee Grant, did I mention she has been nominated for 4 Oscars? Well, this performance isn't one of those. The film is just ugly and mean-spirited, wandering and aimless. The kills are very matter-of-fact, just, "Hi, I'm Michael Ironside and I'm gonna be stabbing you this evening. And there, I stabbed you." But if anything positive came from the experience, it's that I finally found the film where Shatner eats pudding. Years ago, I came across someone's YouTube video where it was just Shatner in slow motion eating pudding, and it was just the best. I never knew what it was from, and out of the blue, it's here. It brought me a great deal of joy, albeit fleeting, to see the scene start, and then to see the pudding, and then to see Shatner enjoy the hell out of the pudding.
What about?
It's probably knocked up by some relative.
Shout Factory's Blu-ray release of Visiting Hours features interviews with the cast and crew, namely screenwriter Brian Taggart, who discusses his 25 years in the business. Much time is given to the making of Visiting Hours, but he also talks about his experiences working on The New Kids, Poltergeist 3, V the Final Battle, Wanted Dead or Alive, and others. All the participants are great and seem to be quite pleased with how Visiting Hours turned out, which of course makes me feel bad since I ended up panning their movie. But the disc and extras are solid, so if you're more tolerant than I am, or Canadian, you might find it worthwhile.